Hi there, another video, and we've reached 100k subscribers. So I guess it's gonna be a thing where every time we reach some kind of milestone, is it milestone? Milestone? That I'm gonna make a video without my cap, because there are many people that have said that they wanna see me without it. So I guess that's what we're doing. But yeah, today I wanted to talk about good and bad advice. And it's gonna be, of course, from my personal experience and views on things. It doesn't mean that what I'm gonna say is like socially how do you say it? It's not gonna be like this is how it is and this is like how the world is. It's more of from my experience and my views on how things have been for me. Anyway, that's how it is. So let's get started. So the first segment I would like to talk about is basically your style and like your clothes and stuff like that. And generally, it depends. Like, yes, having a good style, good clothes, and like all that, it certainly makes you look more like it makes you look more refined, if you say it like that. But does it change it? I don't think it does, because you could dress any way you want if you're good looking, and it won't really matter that much. So you're good looking, you know, that's what attracts people, is your face. So yeah, but of course, making the best you can out of yourself when you are unattractive is the best thing you can do. That means, you know, trying out different glasses, trying lenses if you can stand that. Personally, I couldn't. I have very sensitive eyes. I could never try lenses, but trying that is something you could do. Even if you don't wear glasses, maybe you would look better in glasses, so you could get, you know, a fake pair. Because some people genuinely look better in glasses. So yeah, that's a very good thing you could try. Clothes, I don't really know much about clothes style. I'm not stacking many clothes. Most people can tell this shirt, for instance, and the clothes I wear in my videos are most of the time one and the same, or just have like 3 sets of clothes or styles that I constantly like change if I want to look my best. I've never been much for, you know, finding the right style or like trying the best. I've just gone with things I've felt look the best on me personally. But like joining like maybe a Discord group or some site or whatever, finding advice on someone who could help you get you know, the right look for you clothes-wise certainly will help, but it's not gonna make a night and day difference. You know, it's more like a small refinement. If we would say from a scale from 0 to 100, I would say your clothes, glasses, and style makes maybe a 5% change in your appearance. Because yeah, it helps, but it doesn't matter that much. Personally, I tried very many styles. I think I tried every single style I could possibly imagine when I was younger, and when I was, what's it called? When I was like trying my absolute best to find someone. I think I tried every single style I could think of, and nothing really ever works. So yeah, I mean, take it the way you take it, it's up to you, but that's how I see clothes and style, personally. Second part, or next step in this video, is about health and exercise. So everybody knows that being in good health is very important, and it's true. Like, having good health is the most important thing ever. Like, it doesn't really matter if you're good looking or bad looking. If you are having health problems, you won't really attract anyone, or like you will not really be able to be the best of yourself, because being sick is being a problem, basically. And like, most people don't want problems in their life. So it's sad, but it's true. Caring about yourself and your health, working out, it won't physically, like appearance wise, it can help. There are people that care more about being strong and like having a good body and stuff over like how you look in your face and stuff. Like there are people that value that more. It's less popular, but there's a decent like amount of people that go for your physique, if we say it like that. So yeah, that's like the most important thing ever, I would actually say, because as long as you're in good health, you can get a job, you can improve in every way possible. So working out, even if it's just a little bit, just go for it. You have nothing to lose on it. And like if you're just at home or whatever, it passes the time, it feels great. So try not getting sick and stay healthy. That's actually the best advice ever. But for many cases, when it comes to dating, doesn't really do that much. Like, it's sad, but like the first impression everyone gets of you is your face, because that's where the attention is. When you talk to someone, you don't look at their six-pack or whatever, or their shoulders or legs. You look at their face, and that's the first part that actually matters. So most cases, it won't change how your dating life goes, but it can help it. I would say, from, if I'm gonna use the same scale as before, being healthy looking, you know, like not just being healthy, but being healthy looking would probably increase your dating chance with at least 20 to 30%. So yeah, like that is very important. And yeah, secondly, stupid advice that people give you, like mewing, facial exercises and stuff like that, don't fall for it. Like, you can do it if you think it helps you, then keep doing it, but scientifically speaking, there is no science behind the mewing actually working, and there is no science whatsoever that facial exercises help you look better as well. Because I've done it so much. When I was young and trying to improve myself, like I basically gave up gaming completely. I didn't game more than maybe 1 hour each day, and I didn't do that much. I was basically just working out and doing my best every single day to look better. And one of the things that I did was I did the face exercises. I did everything I could. I looked up so many tutorials and guides and took all the possible advice I could find on the web, and I just did all of it. I did everything every single day, and it made no difference at all. Because if you're fully grown, like if you're an adult, then you can't really change your bone structure. Like, bones are bones. They're not like how do you say it? It's not really a muscle. Like, muscles can change. You can develop muscles, but bone structure you can't. You don't really have much muscles in your face in that way. The muscles you have are very refined in a special way. And if you've been fat and you've lost the weight and you have a bad jaw, then there's no amount of exercise or changes you can do that will like change your face. It's gonna be that way. Sad but true. If you're extremely skinny, like if you're a skeleton, then maybe it will help you a bit. But personally, I've never seen or heard for it actually work for anybody. You've seen people that spew this rumor that mewing is good, and they send you the before and after images, and the sad part is they look exactly the same. You see no difference in them, and it's just a shame. It's just a shame. Personally, I believe that if you're growing up, like if you're a child, then yeah, these exercises like that help you like develop it properly. But if you're fully grown, then it's kind of like too late, you know. But yeah, sad but true. People be telling you a lot about you should go out and find people, go to a bar or whatever, that's where you find people. Personally, I've never had that happen to me. Like, I've tried it. I've been to bars. I used to hang out with buddies and stuff. And like, it's not really true. Like it's much harder to find someone if you're below average looking in real life, like as a person. Like going to places just to find someone is extremely difficult, and I've had zero success with that. It's more been like people avoid you, like you're some kind of plague person. They avoid you like a person without the corona mask, you know. But I would say that the best way to date someone is actually to go through the internet. It's tough. It's a bit of a shady place. Many normal people, like normal looking people and good looking people, they don't need the internet. They find people like in real life, because attractive people are drawn to each other. But if you're below average, you need to find the below average people. And it's sad, but it's true, most of them hide at home. Like when you are above 20 and you've been very unattractive your entire life, you've learned that the world kind of doesn't want you. You know, you're kind of unwanted in the world, and you have to kind of, if you want to be wanted in the world, you have to like struggle your way out of it. And it's very difficult, it's hard, but that's how it is. And you won't really find these people outside that much. Like your best bet is actually online, to find people that are like more like you know, that like that would want to be with you, people you can relate to and be with. So yeah, dating online, it's extremely difficult, it's tough, and it's a very painful and long process. But the best thing you can do is just persevere, and just take it as it comes. Do the best you can and give it time. And like, don't give up on it. You have to keep doing it, even though it sucks, even though people tell you that you're like very ugly, or you're unattractive, or you're not their type, or whatever the people you try to get in contact with tell you. No matter who you want to get to know, whatever bad things they tell you, you have to just move past it. You have to just ignore it, put it aside, and move past it. But yeah, that's how it works online. How actual love works is a bit different, because I had this happen to me, and it is when you're in a workspace or in a classroom, like if you're a young kid or whatever. The first girl I ever fell in love with, I didn't feel anything but despite. I didn't like her. She was always very quiet. I was like 14. It was like, she was always quiet, she never spoke. I didn't like anything about her. And as time went on, that's the thing I started to notice that I liked it with her. And before I know it, I was very crazy about her. Like, I was very in love with her. And I thought about her every day. It was very tough. Going to school was always such a weird feeling. But yeah, that's how love can develop. Like, you can despite someone, and then you're still being around that person, and then you realize that this person is special to you. So even if you're unattractive, or if someone finds you unattractive, being around that person in a workspace or whatever, when you're like forced to be together, like, it can happen. Someone can fall in love with anybody. I've seen like very like famous people and good-looking people falling in love with like handicapped people in wheelchairs and stuff. So it is possible to actually fall in love with anyone. Will it happen? Probably unlikely, but it can happen, and that's like, it's very possible. But yeah, like it just so you know, being around people, being in like hiding at home isn't always the solution. Being around people increases your chances absolutely a lot. So yeah, it doesn't matter who you are. It's possible for everyone to find someone. Now this part, I really wanted to address this part, because there are many people that think that I'm unaware of it or don't know about it, but I have my fair share of stories to like share about this subject. And it's about when people say something but don't really mean it. There are so many people that have told me and said to me that you're not bad looking or you look good or I would date you or anything like that. It's simply not true. It's an illusion. It's because people think you're nice or like you or find you likable or whatever, and they kind of like you in a way. But that doesn't mean that they would like be with you romantically. This is something, it's not over exaggerated. This happened to me at least 30 times when I was trying to date when I was younger and online, you know, where I specifically made accounts without profile pictures. And I took contact with girls and just talking with them and trying to develop something without them actually knowing how I look. And every single time it was always like, you're so amazing, you're so perfect, I don't care how you look or whatever. They've always told me that. I always heard that I was like no one they've ever met before and how I was some kind of dream prince. And the moment, every single time, not a single time did this not happen, every single time that I showed how I looked or when we finally met, it always made a 180. It was always complete night and day, and it was like an instant rejection instantly. Some just said, it's not what I expected, or some were like, this will not work out. Some just completely broke contact and just blocked you instantly or removed your phone number. And the ones that I actually met, they just turned around when we finally went to meet each other at Subway, like on the subway station. They just saw you and they just turned around and walked away. And don't let anyone tell you that appearance don't matter, or that like if you know you're unattractive, don't let people fool you, because it's not true. The most important thing, first and most, if you're gonna date, is how you look. That's the first thing people care about. And if they accept how you look, and if they would be like, yeah, I could sleep with this person, then they care about your inside or your personality. Like, yeah, this does not apply to every single person or woman or whatever. It's true, there are people that actually genuinely care, like, more about how you are as a person, or that like easily have the affection of, you know, being around you or seeing you and finding you very attractive in a different way. But on a like reasonable scale, I would say that's 1 person out of 10,000 at least. It's incredibly rare to find people that actually are like that. So don't let people fool you with it's all about personality or not. You should always work on your looks. That you should always try to improve every single time. Like, do all the things you can, change your clothes, work out, and we're gonna get into the subject, the last subject of this video, which is about surgery. It is actually the best solution you can do, because if you have surgery, it will fix your imperfections that you're born with. It sucks that it has to be like that. I think that there should be a law. There should be a law evaluating every single person that is born when you are like a certain age. And like there should be an anti-unattractive law that has it that you can get free surgery so that you can belong into society and like have a happy life. Because you become extremely unhappy, mentally damaged and everything when you are unattractive and live in like a very civilized society. It's very, very bad. But yeah, it is the only true fix, is to fix your appearance, is to fix your face. It's not a must. It's definitely not a must. And if you want to be who you are, that's a big props. But it's like choosing the difficult way. And it's very respectful, and it's actually the best thing you can do is be yourself and find someone that accepts you. That's the longest process as well. And the fast fix, if you just want to be like everyone else, is to just have surgery and get it done, and you will be like others. And I've had very many people adding me on Discord and sharing their stories with me, and there are a fair amount of people that have added me and told me about their stories where, you know, they had a bad upbringing, they worked hard and earned a good living and then got surgery, and how their life turned upside down and how they went happy and like everyone else. And it's like, it's good for them, If you have bad health, that ruins everything, which is what I talked about before, having good health, and that is the most important thing, because it allows this to happen. If you have bad health, you can't work, and just becomes absolutely fucked up. But yeah, that's the best thing you can do to improve your looks. Just get surgery. Simple, quick, and does it always work? No, it can backfire, of course, but it is the safest way, if we say it like that. I think that's about it. I think I've covered everything I had on my mind about this topic. It's just some people address these issues very differently. Some people are like, you must do this or that, or some people say like, you should just change your clothes. It's just simply not true. It's a part of it. Everything matters when it comes to finding the right one, and it's all about making the absolutely best you can be out of yourself. In the end, the absolutely best advice is just never giving up, which is ironic because that's like my channel name. So just keep going at it until you find happiness, and until you find the one that loves you for who you are and is happy with you. And yeah, I think that finishes the subject. I'm glad for everyone that watched. I'm very glad for 100k subscribers. I'm very proud of how many people every time I stream, even though I sometimes am gone for weeks and months, I sometimes make a stream and everyone show up. I'm very happy that people still follow me. It brings me very much joy. The Discord project with a podcast where people can join and leave is still in progress. Still working out the dates and times and how I'm gonna do it all, and how I'm gonna do the application so that everyone can apply or not. But yeah, that's it for this time. Thanks for staying by, and hope you all have a wonderful day. See you all next time.